Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. The Metropolitans enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Jacob Degrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Here now is Trey Turner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Washington, the shortstop, Trey.
First pitch coming, here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
To the plate now, Hernan Perez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Count is 1-2 now. Still a bit of a chill in the air. 53 degrees our game time temperature. Struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Juan Soto to the plate now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Max Scherzer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
And stepping in, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 6.
Now here it comes. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Scherzer racked up over 2,300 innings of work on major league mounds, and he's worked to a 1.10 whip in that time, just a little over a base runner per inning. Very impressive. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. This pitch is popped up. Perez has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Batting second,
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm really going to have to keep a close eye on Brandon Nimmo. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Brandon Nimmo is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. One out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Into the windup and the pitch.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Here's the 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Nimmo, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
1-2.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The payoff pitch one more time. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk in the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Past battles with Scherzer, he's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
This looks like it could be a rough one. You can't throw a strike, and it's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Soto is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Another full count pitch home. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Josh Bell the next to hit, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Degrom is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. The 2-2 one more time. Fly ball right down the line and left.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball, 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0.
Nope. 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Castro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Nationals leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now in the box, Francisco Lindor, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Decent, but not great results so far this season from the left side. I know he'd like better, certainly, but he's definitely still a capable hitter in this setup.
0-1 the count. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
J.D. Davis the next at bat, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Scherzer will check it first, and the runner back easily. He's set, and the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Next up for New York, James Mccann. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch on its way. James Mccann comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High in the air down the right field line. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder giving chase. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Standing in now, Jacob Degrom, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Hit to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. 1-2. Here it is.
That pitch is out.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Chopped weakly to the left. Degrom stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Roll, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
1-0. Here it is.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
The set and the 2-1. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 2-2 pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Right side, but it's well foul. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
That's out.
In previous duels with Degrom, he's 3 for 15. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a little tapper. He'll try again, 1-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
At the plate, Max Scherzer. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. 1-2 to the Nationals pitcher.
1-2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Grounded back up the middle, scooped up. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. bottom of the third now, and standing in the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
Dominic Smith.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's it.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Here it comes, 2-0. Too tight with that one, 3-0. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
And they don't need anything special from him right here. They need to find a way to just move that runner up 90 feet. Don't be shocked if the sac bunt gets laid down.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now the 0-1.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Runners off for second. Into the corner and slicing foul. Smith, base runner at first with 1 out. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor, who worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. From the belt, the pitch. And that's dead center for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Two out with the man at first. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Mets leave one, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the fourth, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Hernan Perez.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Here now is Juan Soto. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Kyle Schwarber.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. One and one to Schwarber.
1-1.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
now the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Bouncer up the middle. Turner has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, James Mccann.
Next up, James Mccann, a base hit in his first trip. And now pitch on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. And that one yanked just foul. And a full count for James Mccann. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now. 2 away.
The batter.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jacob Degrom, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0, center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Up and in on the hands, it's 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his 2nd knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
So here's Jeff McNeil. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Degrom, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The first baseman, number 19, Josh Bell.
Here's the first pitch. Josh Bell will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. Now the 2-1. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. On the ground to the right side. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Starlin Castro.
So here's Starlin Castro. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The pitch. On the ground to third. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, I think this will be ruled an error, so the no-hit bid is still alive. If it's not, there might be a riot in that dugout, and rightfully so.
To the plate now, Yan Gomes, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Victor Robles digging in now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. 2-0 to the Nationals center fielder.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
The 3-1.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So here now's the pitcher, Max Scherzer, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Trey Turner is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The set and the 1-1. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Bottom of the 5th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Austin Voth will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Austin Voth.
So now into the box is Brandon Nimmo, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Lays off 1-0. In there, 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Dominic Smith.
Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's a perfect 3 for 3. He's taken him deep once. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. One is a cutter that misses 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. so the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Now here's the first offering. Two out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short.
Turner fields it cleanly.
Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the third baseman, Hernan Perez. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Striding in now for the Nats, Juan Soto struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. The 1-0 home. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
The right fielder, number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
And now for Washington, Kyle Schwarber. He bounced out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Fastball just inside. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing, and oh my. Hit him with the high. Over the bullpen and gone. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. On the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Starlin Castro is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Bell is off of first with 2 away. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Smith able to track it down for the third out. Nationals able to add on thanks to the long ball. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's 2-1 Washington. Bottom of the 6th inning now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. First pitch of the AB on its way.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
0-1 count and the pitch. In the air out to right. Schwarber is there, 1 away. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Now at the plate is Francisco Lindor. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, J.D. Davis. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 0 for 4. The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, James Mccann. Popped up. Bell moving to his left. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. David Peterson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tomas Nido will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. 7th inning ready to roll, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. Ready. Here's the first pitch. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here it comes, 2-0.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Smith is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
So now to the plate, Victor Robles. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
Swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Seared down the first baseline. Spoils another one, and we'll do it again. the next 3-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's gonna have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Ryan Zimmerman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
First delivery to him. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 2-1. Luis Avilan will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 70, Luis Avilan.
So now here is Tomas Nido. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2 balls and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Here comes the payoff pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. A ball and a strike. Now a ball hit hard toward first. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So now to the plate, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A couple of walks for him thus far. He's set. The 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Nimmo at second with 2 down. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Nimmo is on his way home. Safe at the plate. It's a 2-2 game.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
So here's Pete Alonso. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, and you don't want to be selfish, Matty. You never want to be that in a team sport, but right here, he's well aware of his hit streak on the line, and he's going to get selfish and grind this AB out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And it's fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Another one sent foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Robles has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First delivery to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Three and 1 to the National shortstop.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And the count will be full.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he'll reach first safely.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Standing in now, Hernan Perez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. One and one, here it comes.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Juan Soto.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. From the stretch, pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. And now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about anytime soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Here's the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
All even now, 2-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. from the stretch.
Count 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Strike taken up in the zone. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Turner over at second. Soto at first, 2 out in the inning. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He set the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Count remains full. And that misses for ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So next to bat will be Starlin Castro. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And they get to force it home. Whatever works as the side is retired. 3 left for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Daniel Hudson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44, Daniel Hudson.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That ball went out.
The 1-0. back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
One out, nobody on. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. In for strike two.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Grounded weakly toward third. On to first, and there are two down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So next to hit is J.D. Davis. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 0 for 4. Now the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The set and the 2-1. Line drive to left. Soto gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this game is still tied at 2-2. All set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yan Gomes. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Three and 1 to Yan Gomes. Victor Robles will be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a liner. But this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
At the plate, Victor Robles lifted down the line in left. And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Trevor May is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Luis Guillorme is also into the ball game and still hitting the number 8 spot here. Josh Harrison will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Here's the first pitch. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, up around the chin there, 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now the 2-0. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? McNeil's got it for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. A tie game headed to the last of the 9th. The Mets looking to celebrate in Queens. Brad Hand enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Luis Guillorme is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Now the pitch.
Simple.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that misses here, ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half. Now to bat, Tomasnito. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try and get that winning run into scoring position as he puts this one down. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The batter, number 6.
Chance to walk it off. And now here is Jeff McNeil. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Brandon Nimmo, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. 1-0. Here it is. Fouled away.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this. Tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in is Hernan Perez. He flew out in his last debut. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 1-0. Runner goes for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third, but it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th. Next, it'll be Juan Soto. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with one away. Here's the first pitch. Now a pitch out as they might have smelled the squeeze that time. The 1-0.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Where with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Now the 2-1. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Nat. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 3. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Next to hit, Josh Bell. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Here's the first pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The set and the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Count even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Nimmo is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nats leave a pair. Score remains 2-2. Big spot here, and it'll be Dominic Smith. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And it's fouled away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now the 2-0. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know. Everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Ground out to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Well, that at-bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish!
One-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Trevor May claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home